everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. I'm going to read a comment from really interesting, well, really nice subscriber of mine, Kiadora. Kiadora, nice to meet you, sweetie. How you doing? But before we get into this really interesting comment and topic, which is going to kind of take a little bit more of time, I would like to particularly thank Mr. Stupman. Hello, sweetie. Yes. Wow. You should not have done what you did. Stupman did something amazing. A big contribution to the Fashion Bunker. I'm keeping this a mystery only between Stupman and me for now. Because it's a fabulous secret. A video will come too. It's going to take a little bit of time because I have like this whole lineup of things to do. But just to let you know, it's there. It's amazing. Thank you so much. And yeah, of course, definitely. I'm super curious. And I've decided, whatever this mystery is, to not fully try it or open it until I literally go for it in the video. So it's going to be like virgin territory, literally. So I'm super excited. Thank you so much. And, anyway, no, yeah, I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to try it because you knew I would have never gotten it this year. It was impossible. Nobody's selling it on secondhand, websites. So thank you so much, sweetie. Okay, now let's get to the comment. And it's interesting because it's also connected to altruism and also to be so giving. So Kiadora says, hi, I know I'm probably really annoying with my comments. You're not annoying me with your comments, but you are annoying me by saying that you're annoying me with your comments because you're not annoying me with your comments. You know what I mean? Just chill. If I have the time and, possibilities to answer, I always answer. I'm actually making a video now about it. But I just have to. I have one question. What is a recipe to evolve and be a better person, in your opinion? Because I want to evolve and be a better person, but I just kind of don't know what to do to be that better person and what to do to evolve. For example, when I see someone needs help, a blind person who is looking for a way to the stairs in the subway, I'll bring him or her to that stairs. But I think it's matter, of course. I think it matters, of course, and it would do everyone. And it would do so everyone would do so. So I think it doesn't make me evolve. So you think everybody would help that blind person. So it doesn't like make a difference if you do it or not. So you're thinking about like more meaningful things to evolve. And it doesn't make me evolve and doesn't make me a better person than I was yesterday. I also read VENICE magazines and I kind of try to educate myself, but I don't think that's enough. Well, listen, it should be in our DNA to help other people. When somebody's in need, you just got to help them. Now, of course, within limitations, I mean, sometimes we ourselves have experienced really nasty things in the past. So we have like this kind of memory of the bad experience we've had, like helping somebody we thought was in need. And then it turns out they were just tricking us in order to attack us. Yes, it has happened before. I once had a gun pointed at me. Well, in the back of my... Okay. But that's for a story time video, some other time perhaps. Memory out of my head. Okay. So I'm very cautious, but there's caution. You gotta come with caution wherever you go. But becoming a better person doesn't necessarily mean, seeing somebody on the street you think is in need and then like, and then you think, okay, I want to better myself, so I'm going to help that person. That's the wrong approach. It should come instinctively without when you help somebody, you should help them without wanting anything in return. It has to be, an extremely giving gesture of altruism without wanting anything in return. That's the only way to really grow. Because otherwise it's an egotistical need. It's like you doing something because you want something in return. That's not a way to evolve. It's a way to grow economically in this messed up, consumer-oriented and capitalistic society. Yes, you're always going to give to take. You're going to take to give. You're going to, there's always going to be a give and take. But if you really wholeheartedly selflessly help, then you don't want anything in return. If you have reached that point, you have already evolved majestically. You are already way up there, high up there in the stars. However, evolution also entails education. And education, you know, today I always say at a click of a button, we have internet. You can always do research. You could do a lot. I mean, you gotta double check, cross check things, because anybody could write anything on YouTube, on the internet. So you can't just because it's been published on the internet, you can't take for granted that it's true. So you gotta, I mean, getting to the truth has never been so easy, and yet so difficult, because you have to fight, you have to battle your way through so many lies. And the more you battle through these lies, and the more you realize people are evil. So many people out there are so mean and evil, and they don't wish you well. They don't wish you anything but my God, what's wrong with my shirt? Ooh, sorry guys. That shirt was like attached to the back of the chair. Okay. So I was saying, a lot of people don't wish you well. They wish you bad stuff. They just want you to fail. Either they're jealous because they think you got something they don't got, and they want what you got because the neighbor's grass is always greener. But real evolution means a letting go. I mean, it's very Dalai Lama of me, you know, like, love your enemy. You don't have to love your enemy. But, I mean, in my personal opinion, you don't. But let go. Let go of the hate. Let go of the jealousy, you know. Let go of always wanting more, you know. It's like, okay, stupid little example, very materialistic example. This little brooch here. Chanel Fall Winter 2016. I don't want another one. You know what I mean? I mean, I love other brooches too, but it's like this one fulfills me so much, and I'm so happy whenever I get a chance to wear it, that if you would come at me, walking towards me, with 50 Chanel brooches covering your body, I would just have this one, and I would see you come towards me. If they would be beautiful brooches, of course, I would be in awe. I would be so happy to see a beautiful vision like that, you know, because it's nourishing to my eyes. I would never feel jealous because you got 50 brooches and I got one. It's not a part of my DNA, seriously. And when people react that way towards me, it doesn't stick to me, because I don't understand that jealousy language. I don't understand that, you know, it's not in me. It's not rooted in me. It hasn't poisoned me. So that's why it doesn't affect me. And when somebody reacts, for whatever reason, jealous towards me, I don't give them a reaction, because to me, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I think a part of evolving is letting go of these certain emotions, you know. Also revenge. Now, I have had my share of revenge too in my life. I'm not proud of it. But I learned from it, you know. And really, if you let go, good things come to you. Because you have to stay positive, you have to think positive. I read this amazing thing. This is a really good one on evolution. I read this amazing article the other day about how scientists or neuroscientists have, well, I guess it's nothing really new, but to some who don't know, it's new. So let's just like fake like it's new news. I have no clue how old these news are, because I didn't read from when the article was. But that neuroscience has evolved and discovered that you program your brain. Meaning, you can program yourself to forget things that are not good for you. You can program yourself to literally just nourish the synapses, the how do you call it? The interceptors, the connectors. Oh God, some brain people out there, help me out with these words. I'm really gonna, because I haven't read the article in a long time now, and or do I still have it open somewhere? I don't think so. Because I'm going to like say a lot of wrong words. I don't want to say anything wrong here. So I'm not going to use any professional technical terms. But anyway, the synapses, They connect. So all the connections in your brain, they create themselves during the day as you're talking, speaking. So if you're like pushing forward a certain thought, you're going to strengthen that process in your brain of thinking about that certain thing. So if you're thinking about stress, if you're thinking about the fact, oh my God, I'm going to lose my job, or I might lose my job, or I don't know, I don't have a job, I'm never going to find a job, I'm never going to find a job. You're going to focus on thinking that negative thing about yourself, and it's just going to, your brain is going to think, okay, it's important to think that because you're making it actively think about that. So it's going to reinforce that structure pattern of the brain. It's very important for us to sleep because when we sleep, it's like cleaning all the data that's unnecessary from a computer. So when you sleep, the brain literally has a chance to clean away all the unnecessary information. What is the unnecessary information? It's the stuff that you haven't nourished during the day. It's the thoughts that you haven't nourished during the day. So if you actively stop thinking about the negative, eventually it's just going to fade out more and more and more. With each and every day passing by, it's going to fade out more and more and more. And you're just going to stick to the stuff that you're really exercising your brain to think about. So yes, I mean, I have an addictive personality when it comes to certain things, like beautiful things. So of course, I'm there spending like a lot of my time thinking about beautiful objects and Chanel and perfumes and fragrances. So yes, I do exercise my brain a lot in that direction. So of course, when I go to bed, there's not going to be a lot of perfume thoughts and certain types of smells or memories of smells or stuff like that. They're not going to be leaving my brain anytime soon because I'm exercising it to push that aspect of the brain. But I actively struggle and work hard to eliminating me thinking about negative stuff in my life. And that literally, with time, I'm noticing it works. The brain literally just cleans it out. It's like, okay, these synapses, these connections, these neural connections in the brain stop working, stop functioning, because the brain receives information from you that's unnecessary information because you're not giving it more thought. You're not repeating the thought about that stress. So it just becomes obsolete. We move on. Isn't that amazing? You can literally program yourself to think positive. So that's why I say the biggest way to evolve is to learn to let go of the negative. You know, just like shake the fucking shit off. And just like stay in the positive zone. Stay in that positive bubble of light. Now this sounds like super freaking esoteric, and I have a witch hat on. That's actually Yoji Yamamoto's fedora. Yoji wears this too, so it's like it's not a witch hat, but I'm all dressed in black. It's very coven. Welcome to the coven. We're gonna cook us up a mess of something, a witch brew stew, whatever. And we're gonna drink it, and it's gonna make us forget all the bad shit. And if we all stop thinking about all the bad shit, there would be less war, there would be less complications in this world. If every motherfucker out there who thinks that he can own the world would just stop for a second and think about others instead of only himself or herself, we would have less, issues going around. And you have to exercise your brain to have those less issues. You also have to exercise your brain to understand that you don't need millions of dollars or billions of dollars or 50 villas around the world to survive. You don't need them. You need happiness. Happiness isn't there. Happiness is somewhere else. And ultimately, this brings me to the final point, was evolution. I believe, I can't say because I mean, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm not at the end of my life, but you never know. You could croak tomorrow or in a second. We never know, right? Future is not a given. It's just now is the given. Everything else doesn't exist. But I do firmly believe, and I exercise my brain in believing it, that the ultimate positive evolution of humanity is a positive thought process and altruism and, giving without wanting anything in return. It has to be selfless, the giving. And also taking in a way, because if somebody's ready to also give you information to help you grow, because every interaction we do, every social interaction we have strengthens all of our brain processes as well and actually makes us live longer. It is scientifically proven. I also have read somewhere, maybe it's wrong, but I believe it's right, that people that have a strong social infrastructure and that interact with a lot of people and have a lot of friends, or, people don't have to be best friends, because, I'm not a type of person who has a lot of friends. I have a lot of acquaintances, but friends, it's very hard for me to really, go that far and open up so much and just trust like wholeheartedly. But interaction, with social interaction, social skills, and the more people interact, the longer they live. Those people that have really solid social contacts, that have like a really nice networking system you know, people with people, just like ants. They always communicate with each other. That's how the whole social structure works. Those people live longer than the people that are isolated and alone. Also, those horrible tests that have been done on babies, I mean, back in the day, before our moral of today, babies that were left without the loving care of the mother, they were just fed. They weren't spoken to. They were just fed bare essentials to survive. They had the warmth and they had the food. They all died. Not one baby survived that test. I don't even know, is 1800, early 1900s, if the Nazis did these freaking fucked up experiments, but they have been done in the past, and all of those babies died. Human being needs other human, as dangerous as we are to one another. As dangerous as we are to one another. And there's nothing as dangerous to another human being than another human being. As dangerous as we are to one another, we are also essential to our own evolution. So be very clever. You know, Kiadora, you be very, all of you, whoever's watching, be very clever, be very self-aware, manipulate literally your brain in thinking positive, but also be cautious, of course. You need people surrounding, you need love, you need affection, you need the touch of another human being in order to evolve, also in order to survive. But you can also get hurt. And here we come to the last point, which is being hurt, alas, is also a huge part of evolution and growth, the growth process of you as a human. Knowing also how to heal from the pain, knowing how to heal after you've been hurt, knowing how to let go of that pain without it scarring you for life and making you become, you know, bitter about things is essential too. You have to go through pain, and you have to also let yourself get hurt in order to evolve, because then you'll know what pain feels. It's a part of evolution. It's a part of growing up. And you'll know what pleasure feels. You'll never know what pleasure feels if you don't know what pain feels. You need those opposites. You need them, and you need to feel the nuances between them. And you need to feel the whole wave between, you know, the pain and the pleasure and everything in between. And you need to experience these extremes in order to have a fulfilling and full life. It's freaking difficult. Yes, it is. It's difficult to balance happiness. It's difficult to do all of these things. But it's vital if we want to evolve. So this was just my 5 cents on the topic. I hope you've enjoyed this video from the Coven. If you have, please do thumb it up and leave me comments in the comment section down below. And if you haven't already but wish to, please do subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So, in no other video than in today's video, we have the essence right here. No matter what happens, guys, never give up on love. Love you. See you soon. Take care. Bye.